This is a great time to celebrate motherhood. Motherhood is one of the most challenging and the most rewarding things that we can do in life.
A beautiful transition from caterpillar to butterfly. It's this morphing, morphing into a mature maternal figure, and it's really just so powerful.
The transition from maiden to mother for me has been quite surprising. I wasn't expecting it to be such a major rebirth. I definitely still have moments where I grieve my old spontaneous, crazy self and life. Becoming a mother definitely comes with some lessons. I do not feel like I'm the same woman that I was before becoming a mother, and I say that in the best way possible. It has absolutely shifted my mind and my whole way of living in the most beautiful way.
The journey from maidenhood to motherhood was one that actually completely shocked me in the beginning upon finding out I was pregnant. But within a couple days, I was letting the fear dissolve, and I was really stepping into this newer version of myself and looking at where I'd been selfish in the past, and that this path was actually one of radical selflessness. Because when you're a mother, that's your sacred responsibility. It's no longer just about you. It's about these little humans. And so as my belly grew, so did I. My intuition heightened, my senses heightened. I was feeling so connected to my baby and the earth and all the elements. And when I got closer to birth and eventually to birthing my baby, I realized that this was giving me the power to realize I could do absolutely anything I wanted and would set my mind to.
For me, motherhood felt like such an easy transition. And once I really came into the depths of motherhood years later, when I had 2 children, it was really about shedding and letting go of the young woman that I used to be, so that I could step up to this major role of nurturing and nourishing in being mama. Becoming a mother really helped me to recognize the selflessness that mothers do give, and how in order to step into that role myself, I really had to let so many layers and versions of my past maiden self go, so that I could be the selfless mama that I want to be for my children, and still be able to fill up my own cup at times, absolutely, but just acknowledging that at this time, in this moment in time, I'm here for my kids. I'm here to provide and to protect and to nurture and nourish them.
It's transitioned into something really beautiful, and I think realizing I had postnatal depression was a step in the right direction. It allowed me to understand why I felt the way I did. It allowed me to not feel guilty for the feelings that I had. It enabled me to seek help and find time to love myself. And I knew that once I had made that decision that this is not the mother that I wanted to be, or the mother that I had wanted to be was not me, then I think I allowed myself the grace of being myself and recognizing the sadness that it was to lose the biggest part of me. I'd say that up until that point, it's hard. Having twins is so hard. It's sleepless nights. It is breastfeeding. It is, dealing with now very irrational emotion. It is tiring and often torturous, but it has brought me more joy than I could ever have received. They have truly enabled me to reach another level of creativity and to make me smile and laugh in a way that I never felt before.
Before I became a mother, I was absolutely terrified. It made me look at myself and realize what kind of mother and what kind of woman I want to be. Becoming a mother has taught me so much about myself and made me look at parts of myself I don't like and made me realize I need to change those things. I do not want to bring them into my relationship with my child, and I do not want to bring her up with these personality traits that I have. So it's teaching me to change for the better. And I really appreciate that I can acknowledge this and work on it. I want to be the best mom and the best woman I can be.
I can't imagine my life any different, and I don't know who I was or what I did before I was a mother. Before I became a mum, I felt a little lost and a little unsure as a maiden, but in motherhood I have absolutely found myself.
Each day is so unpredictable. You never know what your little bundle of joy is going to be feeling or expressing or needing for that day. So for me, the biggest lesson has definitely been surrendering in the unknown and the learning and just being the absolute light of my little human's life. And yeah, I love being a mum.
That's, I think, one of the most, that's one of the things that changed my personality the most. And also, ever since becoming a mom, I started to understand more my own mom and to understand many of, in general, moms' reactions. Why do moms behave in a certain way? And I've realized that this is just an action of pure love, because moms want the best for their children. So I think many ways on how moms behave or how moms react on certain situations can be only understood by a person who is a mom themselves. Because yes, I think a mom just loves their child, and there is no way on how you could compare it.
If you're a mother, relish that opportunity. It's something that can touch your heart, so let it.
I feel honoured and so privileged to be her mama, and it is the absolute greatest gift I have ever been given.
Honor your mother and honor yourself for being a mother, because it's so special. It has everything to do with life and our human experience.
And I realized that love truly has no bounds, and we always, always, always have more room for even more love. Motherhood is the biggest blessing.
It's been one of my greatest gifts, getting to know myself as a mama, and I would not trade it for anything in the world.
What I've learned throughout the journey and still learning, the biggest take I can give everybody is you love your babies so much and your toddlers, but they get older, they grow up, they leave home, but your love for them doesn't change. You love them as fiercely as ever. So I think that's one of the most amazing things about being a mum.
Happy Mother's Day, mamas.